This is something the majority of people do. We call this trying to activate your winner effect. You might have heard of this before, where when you feel like you're winning, you do tend to get a glimpse of that unstifledness, right? It's like taking a laxative. That's what it feels like. So it could be in a certain environment, you're put in a position of authority, right? You might be the boss at your job or the manager or whatnot. And in that one environment, you're going to feel much more at ease. That's one. The other one that people try to do is they try to, you could say, artificially do it by putting others down. If you put someone beneath you, you'll feel in comparison like a winner, and it activates that winner effect. But then the problem is, because it's artificial, like taking a laxative, you're now always in need of this laxative. So you keep trying to put people down all around you all the time, and if ever you sense someone rising up above you, it immediately stifles you, so you're going to try to find a way to put them down. You'll see this with people who are super, in a mainstream term, it's like ego obsessed, right? It's like it's very egoic. They always need to be number one. They freak out. It's like, I'm number one, just trying to, again, feed themselves laxatives. A more, you could say, less artificial, more natural form of laxative, which you can all give yourself right now, is learning how to laugh at yourself. If everyone's staring, and say it's a bad stare, if you take it seriously, it has immense power on you. If you learn how to laugh at it, you're free from it to some extent. The same with not just externally, but internally. That little voice. You suck. Why didn't you say this? Right? Even perhaps some of the examples before. Scream as loud as you can. As soon as you're done, you're like, stupid. Why didn't you scream louder? You showed everyone your constipation. Right? If you take that little voice, and the formula I'll give you here, which write it down, I've talked about this for years, is embrace, exaggerate, laugh. Embrace, exaggerate, laugh. Take that little voice. Number one, embrace it, don't resist it. Okay? Embrace. Exaggerate it to the point where you laugh at it. The hold it has over you fades away. So say it's like you showed them your constipation, right? Say, we'll take an example. Say you're talking to someone, and I'm like, hey, I'm Julien, nice to meet you. And say I'm like verbally, expressionally constipated. And I'm like, oh, I notice it. Instead of trying to hide it or fight against it, that little voice is like, Julien, where's your laxative now? Be like, hey, I didn't take verbal laxative today, how's it going? By doing something like that, right? It's like by doing something like that, me laughing at it, laughter, the seriousness fades away. It turns from it's the art of, you could say, alchemy in a way. It turns this serious, heavy, self-attacking thought, which affects how I feel, to something funny. Apply this, it's an external tool, but to many environments. That's like the quick magic pill fix to get you out of things. Anytime it's weird, it's stressful, it's awkward, how can I embrace, exaggerate this to the point where I laugh at it? This is something you can all do. This is the art of self-amusement. Anything that's thrown at you, how can I use this to make myself laugh? For real, whatever it is. And we tend to think too, this is key, that the most epic experiences are the ones that go according to plan. The ones where we are the hero, or the ones where we just crush it. However, yes, that's epic, but the other epic experiences are the ones where you make a complete fool of yourself and you find it funny. You might all be here and it's like, oh, if Julien puts me on the spot, I want to rise to the occasion. I want to crush it. No constipation here. And say you did, right? So say I'm like, hey, give it a scream. And you get up and you're truly unstifled, in which case, awesome. I'm like, hey, give that person a hand, have a seat. Cool, there's experience one, okay? You stand up, you crush it, you scream, you're not constipated, you're unstifled, experience one. Say experience two, you get called out for being Cobra Kai. Which one's more epic? What's a cooler story to tell? Right? So in a way, you cannot lose. By the way, I have to ask, you weren't in Cobra Kai, right? No, okay. Had to ask. I was watching this with my wife this past week, the latest season, and I kept saying there's this one actor in it who looks exactly like you, and he was in it from the very first season, and you look way cooler, but he was very nerdy, still is. And I kept saying, like, how is this guy still in this fucking show? He just stands out, ruins the scene every time. Not you, though, but he does. but you do look like so anyway.
Yes.
I would have asked for, I literally would have brought him up front and taken a selfie and sent it to my wife. And I would have given him acting tips to not stand out of the scenes like that. If I look back to, again, the crazy stories in my life, and I've had many, of course there's some where it's like epic and so on and so forth, but then a lot of the ones that come to mind are the either terrible or really anxiety-provoking, just weird, where I make a fool of myself and I find it hilarious. There are many experiences where I make a fool of myself, probably more than any of you. And that adds to the epicness. It adds to the stories. It adds to something you can share. People love that, right? Like say you meet someone new and you're like, hey, what did you do last night? Person number one, oh, I stood up and I crushed it. Person number two, so you know the show Cobra Kai, the speaker, like, what's more interesting? That one. Get it? So external approach, embrace, exaggerate, laugh. And then creativity comes into it. If you aren't able to do it, it's simply because you aren't creative enough. Anything that you say, anything that's said to you, anything that happens, you can always embrace, exaggerate, laugh yourself into a great unstifled mood. So that's the external side. Then internally, it's diving into those blocks of stifleness, which could happen again with parents, teachers, classroom, so on and so forth, learning how to let go, and by doing so, you unleash more and more of who you naturally are. And you tap into that space of expression, confidence, and charisma that you have around people you truly feel comfortable with. Because you all have it. That's the other big one. It's like, well, charisma is something you're either born with or not. It's a tip or trick you can work on. Have you heard of Toastmasters? Fuck that. Okay, no, I mean, it helps, but nah. Charisma is something you're all born with. It's something you all have inside. All of you here have access to 10 out of 10 charisma. The problem is you only have access to it in certain environments, right? Perhaps a close friend, family member, perhaps by yourself. Guaranteed, a bunch of you, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you're getting ready for work or whatnot, maybe you'll smile to yourself or say something and you're very charismatic in the mirror. So by yourself, you can be very charismatic. Can you summon that surrounded by others? Probably not. Probably a bunch of you are very charismatic when you play video games. You're playing Call of Duty, you're on proxy. You start talking and yapping about. If you ever hear people in those little headphones, they're charismatic as fuck. Are they that charismatic in the real world? No. So it's not that it's missing, it's that there are different environments in which you allow it and ultimately give yourself permission to just let it out. So that'd be the other question is, what's blocking me from giving myself permission right now? Do you have close friends?
Yes.
Do you feel relaxed with them?
Yes.
Are you as uptight as now with your close friends?
A lot of times, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Who are you not uptight with?
It depends.
Are you this uptight home alone?
No. Sometimes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. I go through. I don't know. Yeah. There's the I don't know. So, I think it's not being in tune with the feelings of relaxation.
Aye. You know the song "The Wheels on the Bus"?
Yeah.
Sing it for 15 seconds.
All right. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long.
All right. Do it again in a very high-pitched voice.
Okay. I don't even know if okay. The wheels on the bus.
No. I want like the wheels on the bus, like very high-pitched.
Okay. The wheels on the bus.
No, like I want a little mouse voice.
Okay. Okay. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
All right, good. Now, okay. So, first thing, This is, of course, on the external side. Why do you think I made you do that?
To get out of my head. I feel a lot better now. Yeah.
Okay. The big reason is that it shatters this idea of cool. This is key for everyone. We all have this image of how we want to appear and look like and how we want to be perceived. We all want to be cool. And if you do something that's so out of left field, like doing that, you can't be cool doing that. And once you've done it, you're like, well, any chance of being cool is over now. And funny enough, that is freeing. Now you're unstifled. The whole pressure of trying to be cool is taken off of you, right? I'll even have clients do this, by the way. Say, again, you're working on like, I'm scared, I'm socially scared. I'm like, okay, do a push-up. Like you're out in public, at a mall, do a push-up. Oh, but what will people think? Well, now it ruins your chances of being cool. It's freeing, okay? So do something out of that coolness image. This will also trigger resistance, which at home you can then combine with letting go and process. This is on the external side. You don't want to always be dependent on this. Otherwise, you'll be the weirdo who's always like, got to do something. Anyone see the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? No? You'll be that person. It's like, got to do something weird. Distract. Like, you don't want to be that. But it can be a good tool at times. Now, as I've been talking, this tenseness is creeping back in. Okay. Other external tool, which I'd recommend doing at home, is set your alarm 3 times a day. Morning, noon, and evening. Every time it rings, do a check-in with yourself. Very important. So it rings, you're going to do a check-in and say, okay, how do I feel right now? Am I tense anywhere? Relax it. Do I feel nervous? What's the thought pattern like? Is there fear? Is there anger? Is there grief? Just do a little check-in with you, see how you're doing. Take some deep breaths, relax a bit. This is also on the external side, but can help. Okay? Then what I would do is identify where and when did this shyness come about? When did this stifledness come about? What experiences led to it? Because you were not born this way, you were conditioned this way.
Yeah.
Okay? Things happened that convinced you it's not okay to speak out of this. I gotta people please. I gotta stay quiet. I gotta stay in my little shell, or else. Think of some of the instances that came about, and then you have to learn how to bring that up.
Yeah.
Then beyond that, thinking of shadow questions, which again, doesn't mean it's true, but see what comes up. Why does your father not love you? Why has he never loved you? What comes up? Why are you not good enough for him?
Because I have a different opinion about a lot of things.
What about as a kid? Why were you never good enough for him? What comes up?
That I think sports was one of the things. I wasn't always the best at sports.
What else? Why was he always disappointed in you?
Because I didn't make him look cool.
Why? What would have made him look cool?
I think being more agreeable, not like saying it was wrong for him to lie, going with him to like lie about me with people, and just being cool with it. Yeah.
Now with that there, these questions, this is also very important. I'm not saying that he was disappointed he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
This is important shadow questions. You can all ask yourself this, by the way. Why do none of your parents love you, and why is it entirely your fault? Is that true? Of course not. I mean, it might be, but in most cases probably not. With a shadow question, don't analyze, is this true or accurate? Ask yourself, does a part of me believe so? So send it. It's like a probe that you're sending into your subconscious, trying to dig up that information. What you don't know, and seeing if a part of you is like, because of this. Because now you can work with that. Doesn't have to make sense. If a part of you believes it, work with it. Same with, why do I hate myself? Why am I not good enough? Am I saying you're not good enough? Of course not. Hey, but does a part of you believe it? Let's see. Send it down and see.